later tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Minnesota Vikings. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready? Moving 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And his first pass is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They go play action with Hurts. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Texans will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. Now Lance. Forced out to his left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. On play action, Lance. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taken in at the 22. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On 2nd and 10, Lance steps, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks, got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends of what we've seen so far.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline can talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Hey, check that.
They start the drive with Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
After 60, come back in. 7 Pirates. 60
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. This is intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 37-yard line. Do you want to unpack that, or do you want me to? And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This ball caught by Mechie. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Next, receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lance, flush to his right. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays that we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because they only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. And he gets us to the other side of the field across the 45. Going out. 27 yards there, 1st down.
Dragon 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Warriors 17.
Throwing is Hurts. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Hey, Cash. Drop 60, drop 60. Hustle.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Cook going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
Dalvin Cook so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on third down?
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan, 43 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Ogbooker now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Hurts. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Hurts to throw. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Hurt. Panther 11.
Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The Vikings at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming, because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
79 Broncos. 19.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is Smith with the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come back and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 2nd and goal, Hurts in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Smith catches left side. 10 yards gets them closer, but now it's 4th and goal. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run for it. Cook. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Lance steps away. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That one good for 26 and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A final shot before half for Lance. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of his first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Houston.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On first down, Hurts. That's complete to Davis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the Huddle come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, check that, street.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Completes it to the fullback hand. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Cut my team. 7 Pirates. 60 average. 6 back and 60.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Eighteen Rebels. Warriors 70. 18 Pioneers. Ready.
They go play action with Hurts. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
Drop 60, check. 70 Ranger. With Ryan.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And Davis with it left side. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Uncorks one for Davis. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Gabriel Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
Your catch at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On 2nd and 9, Lance. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, it's Lance. Got this in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first. Tackle is made at the Vikings 28. Shotgun now for Lance. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
2nd down and goal. Lance. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 8 yards out. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Hurts. And he's got this to Jefferson. Marking down. Close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there. First down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Pat the street. Pat the street.
Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal, don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 45 on 2nd down, Hurts. And he rifles one incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans will take over possession here up at the 44. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there. Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big... And this is caught! Touchdown, Houston! But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown. And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Nwangu now from his end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds. And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well? I would. Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Cook. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield. Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, caught by Mims. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They'll run for it with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Vikings 28.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Lance now to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you, I wanted to see you reach out and catch that. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Again, it's Lance. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring. To throw, it's Lance. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so. Via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.